My name is John Irving. I'm the Director of Engineering for the City of Richmond. We're about 200,000 people in the region of probably 10 times that amount and have a large land mass here that is within the floodplain of the Fraser River. We're well protected by dikes and have managed flood management over the last 50, 60 years very well with a combination of city funding and federal and provincial funding and programs. Over the last 10 years we've taken extensive strides forward with overall flood management planning, completing flood management plans, strategies, implementing bylaws, implementing drainage and dike utility that provides funding for diking and drainage. And we've got a very good handle on the long-range climate change projections and the problems and challenges that presents for us. So we're wanting to make sure that we continue with the programs we have and ramp them up as necessary to ensure that the level of protection we have today is maintained or improved as we move into the future. A little bit about Richmond geography-wise, we are as opposed to popular belief, above sea level, above the mean tide level. Without the dikes in place that we have right now, Richmond would only flood during relatively high tide events and only at periodic times during the day. And that's the natural level. It's about 1 meter above the mean tide level. Over the last 20, 30 years with development, there's very large portions of Richmond, like Fraserport, which have been actually built up to the 4 or 5 meter level. Geographically and geologically, the island itself is settling and sinking slightly at a rate of a couple of millimeters a year. But when you look at the aggregate of man-made development, raising the land level, the actual average land level in Richmond has been going up quite considerably. And that's part of our long-range strategy. Regardless of flood protection systems like our dikes, pump stations and drainage systems, the long-range strategy is to simply build the entire island completely out of the floodplain. And large parts of the island, as I mentioned, have already achieved that. Developments like the ASPAC development are achieving that. The floor elevations in those buildings are generally above 4.5 or 5 meters, which will meet the needs for flood protection going out 100 years or even more. It's been great to participate here and meet our Dutch colleagues and learn from their experience. I think going forward we're in the long term going to certainly look to more innovative solutions which to some extent have either been tried and true in Holland or are being proposed. So certainly there's lots to learn there. We look forward to an ongoing relationship in order to inform our strategies and development and capital plans in the future so that we can ensure a safe environment for this community.